The Forsaken Hero. Volume 2. Chapter 25. Foolish. Still being assaulted by that strange feeling, I saw Ojinomiya Academy before I knew it. The scene in front of me hadn't changed since last time. I took a deep breath because if I didn't do it this way I'd repeat the same mistake. This Katsurogi is a fake. There is no reason to save him. The real Katsurogi has already felt more pain than this. That is what I told myself. Nanami.
What's the matter? Shuri.
I gazed down at the floor like the person next to me and quietly murmured into Nanami's ears. She's the person I trust the most. Though the UA of now likes Katsurogi, the UA of here has not yet been included as an ally. On that topic, I know that Nanami never wanted to bully him. Hey, do you want to leave? I kind of feel.
Yeah. I've been fed up of this too. Let's go.
As I thought, Nanami agreed. She immediately put her wisdom into action.
Yui.
What is it, Nanami?
For Shuri, today is that day. Since she's feeling sick, I'm going to bring her to the infirmary.
Ah, okay, I got it. Couldn't you go to the dorms? Since it's already after school.
Thanks. Well, she decided to return after a short break. Shuri, do you have your bag?
Yeah. I handed my bag to Nanami and walked with an unsteady gait to pretend that my physical condition was bad. Nanami accompanied me and patted my back.
I wonder if it's okay now.
Yeah. Let's go down the stairs and leave the academy to return to the dorms. And I want to talk about this a bit.
I don't mind. Let me change my clothes, then I'll head there.
Thanks, Nanami. Let's keep this act up until the school gate, please.
Yes. Yes.
Nanami's answer dragged on. She seemed to be refreshed from being able to escape that place. Me abandoning Katsurogi pained my heart. I could endure it by thinking about the future. It's something that I had to do. Wait for me, Katsurogi. I will definitely save you. Here, Nanami. Juice.
Thanks.
Nanami was on top of a cushion. I was sitting on my bed with a mouthful of apple juice. Though you'd expect some juice to flow onto my chest, something like that obviously didn't happen. I emptied the cup immediately, cutting to the main subject. Nanami, please listen.
What?
Katsurogi and I want to go out with him. I want you to cooperate with me. I bowed as I requested her.
What's wrong, Shuri? What's with?
As I guessed, Nanami was in a state of panic. However, she already seemed to calm down from taking a deep breath.
Anyway, raise your head. There's a strange tension like this.
Sorry. Again, to speak seriously, I thought I would ask like this. Lifting my head after Nanami asked, she had on a kind of complicated expression.
Though it might be impolite to ask Shuri something like this.
What? What is it?
It's, why do you suddenly want to become Katsurogi's lover? I thought.
I like him, that's all. I answered Nanami's extremely natural question. Katsurogi has a strong heart, a gentle personality and...
Yeah, I already understand, so it's okay, Shuri.
Is that so?
Yes. I truly understand. Because I understand. I'll help you.
Nanami put her hand on my shoulder, giving me a sweet wink. Really? Really, Nanami, you'll help me?
I wouldn't lie. However, I have one condition.
What? I'll do whatever I can.
Could you please not stick to me like that? I'll definitely help you with your love, Shuri, but that's only for coming up with plans and the like. You have to do the important thing by yourself, without my help. Alright.
Important thing.
Yeah, the important thing. Since I'm not going to tell you what it is, think about it by yourself.
No way, Nanami. Even I understand that much. What Nanami was talking about was definitely the confession. Nanami was saying for me to tell him my feelings myself. It's all right. Since I've already confessed to Katsuragi many times, I think I can tell him from my own mouth.
Alright, in that case there's no problem. Now to make Katsuragi fall madly in love with you.
Madly in love, you say? No, that's right. I wonder what I should do.
First of all, since it's indispensable to increase his favorable impression of you, you should keep talking to him every day, shouldn't you? Since if you are too rash, even Katsuragi may find it suspicious. After that...
Wait a sec. Let me get my notepad. Hitting the brakes on Nanami's strategies that she was thinking up one after another, I took my notebook out of my desk and began to write in it. Before I knew it, my first strategy meeting with Nanami continued until the next day. Katsuragi. It would be meaningless to not talk to him. Therefore it is important to keep talking. Even if I'm ignored, it's important to persevere and speak. That was Nanami's opinion. I also agree with it. I think conversation is the best method to communicate. While at it, I was worrying about UA. The classroom became noisy, but right now I'm not concerned about it. I wanted to talk with Katsuragi and laugh with him. I also want him to come to like me. While at school, I wholeheartedly used all possible time to be in contact with Katsuragi. As a result from that, after 1 week, Katsuragi finally gave me a reply. At that time of joy, I almost cried. Though having a conversation with him may be far off, I'm sure that day will come if I continue to keep him company. There was also less bullying from Samajima because I wanted to talk with Katsuragi. I think Nanami had something to do with it. I'm really thankful. Longer than a month after that, I finally decided to confess. The trigger was UA passing the first trial. A few days ago Lily's congratulatory voice passed on that information. Of course, it seems Hayase was informed as well. I was impatient. The way things were going, UA would be the first to clear it. I don't want something like that. I'm the one that will be next to him. The blessing in disguise was that since I properly conversed with Katsuragi, there's some extent of affection. Perhaps UA also did the same as I am doing to Katsuragi and was given an okay in response. If she was successful after having a worse impression than me, I should succeed as well. I was enthusiastic, and finally called Katsuragi to the roof. And now, Katsuragi was standing in front of me. Now, I told him my feelings. I like you. Please go out with me. Contrary to what I thought, I wasn't nervous about telling him how I felt. Maybe it was because I had told Katsuragi how I felt many times. Katsuragi stared and didn't say anything. However, his face distorted little by little. There was no joy, I understood that.
Stop bullshitting me.
He was angry. Right then, anger was spreading across Katsuragi's chest. He looked at me with hostility. His sharp glare pierced through me. However, in that moment Katsuragi calmed himself down, taking short breaths. During that time, I couldn't move an inch.
I won't go out with you. I don't like you, and I don't want to.
The response was an obvious rejection. It echoed through my head, taking a considerable amount of time for me to digest the contents. Still, I didn't give up. My throat was stuck. Katsurogi. It's... Could you tell me why you turned me down? I was conceited from talking with him a little. I misunderstood when he came to talk with me. I thought that if I told Katsurogi how I felt, he would surely understand. I was also pampered, being called cute from those around me and being conceited. Still, I inferred it from UA's results from the trial. And yet, everything was cut in two. I worked hard to smile, giving Samajima's group cold eyes when they looked for Katsurogi. You don't even know something like that. His facial expression stiffened. His sharply narrowed eyes pierced through me.
Why, you ask? Unless you understand the reason, it's impossible for me to be around you. Okay, listen. Imagine a man who has oppressed you up to now says go out with me. I haven't even gotten an apology from you yet. And still you ask for me to go out with you.
With Katsurogi saying that thought finally spread through me. Because I was accustomed to life in nostalgia, I behaved like this with Katsurogi from the start. That's right. Katsurogi has a reason to have a grudge against me. I realized my foolishness. Come to think of it, even now, back there, I still haven't apologized to Katsurogi for that. Despite that he likes me, something like love. I'm so foolish. Then maybe, the important thing Nanami was talking about was an apology.
Oi.
Yes.
If you're done with what you wanted, can I go back?
Yeah. Sorry, I've troubled you.
It doesn't matter now. If you really love me, don't go telling anyone about this confession. It would needlessly make them mad.
Announcing that, he left the roof. Only the silence of a miserable woman sobbing in the scarlet evening sun remained.